The man suddenly discovered something strange. It seemed that the guests in the restaurant were not alive. They just kept putting their knives and forks to their mouths and then putting them down. The doctor reminded Clara that except for the two of them, no one else in the restaurant was breathing. Clara was frightened by the doctor's words. Just when they were about to leave, they took a tentative step forward, but those people actually approached them. It seemed that they could not leave for the time being, but what was going on with these people? At this moment, a strange man came to their side. Before the doctor could say anything, the man turned on a strange instrument and silently chanted. The doctor found that something seemed wrong with the man's face. He suddenly exerted force and tore it off, and found that the man was actually a robot with a human face attached, and it was real human skin. Suddenly, the doctor and Clara were trapped. Their seats turned into elevators and began to descend, but there seemed to be more robots below. According to the doctor's observation, this should be a spaceship, and its current function is to store food. They seem to be collecting human body parts. The doctor noticed the person in the middle again. It seemed that he was the leader here, but he was charging at the moment. The doctor found that the two palms of this person were obviously different. It seemed that the purpose of the robot collecting human bodies was to transform itself into humans bit by bit, but the flesh would always rot, so he was constantly renewing himself. Suddenly, the robot moved, and the doctor and Clara were startled. The doctor said that the robot was waking up, and maybe they should leave. At this moment, the doctor seemed to remember something, but his mind was still confused after he had just been reborn. Clara hurriedly pushed the doctor away, but the door suddenly fell. The doctor said that he still needed the sonic screwdriver, and in Clara's unbelievable expression, the doctor, who would never abandon himself, ran away. The robots woke up completely, and Clara quickly posed in the same posture as the robots to disguise herself. At the same time, she remembered the doctor's words that the robots could not breathe, and Clara immediately understood what the doctor meant by those words at the time. Just as Clara endured the suffocation in her lungs and walked to a passage, she desperately found that there were more robots here. As long as Clara breathed, the robots would definitely find her. But at this moment, Clara had reached her limit. The next moment, Clara woke up, and the robot leader asked her where the other person was. If Clara doesn't confess, he will destroy her completely. Clara tells the robot that the bluffing threat has no effect on her. He must want to keep the secret here, but they shouldn't use threats at the beginning, because once the threat doesn't work, he has no choice but to give in. The robot leader seems to have judged that Clara will never compromise. He answers Clara's question. He will eventually reach the promised land. Clara is immediately curious. Where is the promised land? But the robot leader reacts, and it's Clara's turn to answer. The next moment, a warm hand suddenly grabs Clara. It's the doctor, and then the doctor directly inserts the sonic screwdriver into the robot's power source. The doctor says that now he can blow up the robot's spaceship at any time. The robot leader was about to leave in the elevator, but he didn't find the doctor below. Just when the robot leader was about to start the escape pod, he suddenly found the doctor sitting behind him. The doctor knew that the robot leader came from the 51st century and his spaceship crashed in the past, but if he could fix it, he would have fixed it long ago. The robot leader asked the doctor how to kill him, knowing that he was not a human, but the doctor said that he was not either. After hearing this, the robot leader was finally able to sit down and have a good chat with the doctor. The doctor asked the robot leader what he thought of the scenery here. The robot leader slowly walked to the window and looked carefully, saying that the scenery was beautiful, but the doctor said that this angle was not beautiful at all. The distance made everything look very small, so the doctor preferred to be below, where everything would feel very grand. Everything was important, every detail, every moment, every life. The doctor told the robot leader that there had never been any promised land. That was just a superstition of the robot leader after being too humanized. He was like the Ship of Theseus, with parts slowly replaced. But in the end, was the Ship of Theseus still the original Ship of Theseus? Then the doctor opened the door and said that there was only one way to end it all. The robot leader gave up resistance, and a hat suddenly floated down from the bell tower.